So guys, after shooting this video, I'm actually really interested in getting an EV. And these 3 cars that I drove, I really enjoyed. I'm not being paid to shoot this video, and all the opinions are my own with regards to what I thought about all 3 cars. None of them were perfect, but then again, what car is?
There's a stigma of electric cars. We just don't like them.
If I didn't have my Urus, I promise you, I'd have to get one of these.
You can't go fast.
You can't go fast. Oh my God. It's well fast. Bro, it's beautiful.
Oh my God.
Fucking hell, man.
I might get cancelled for sitting in this, bro.
I
might get cancelled.
Thanks, Elon.
Looks like an Urus off of Wish.
It's beautiful. This is the first car that I'm just like, wow. People always ask me, if I could only drive one car for the rest of my life, what would it be? Of course, it would be the Lamborghini Urus. I love that car, and I pretty much buy one every year, every other year, to stay on top and make sure the mileage is not too high. That car has everything. Speed, power, looks, tech. It's the best all-round car by a mile. Now, I've been approached by 3 EV companies to test drive their cars because they believe it could change my mind with my favorite car. So I'm testing out 3 electric cars. I've got the Lotus Electra R, Tesla Model S Plaid, BYD Seal. They're all at different price points. This Lotus Electra R, standing at £150,000, running at 900 brake horsepower. A 4x4, which I've raced against once before on CarWow with my Lamborghini Urus. And yes, I lost. The all singing, all dancing Tesla Model S Plaid, costing around £100,000 with a whopping 1,020 brake horsepower. An insane car when I previously drove this on the drag strip. And lastly, the BYD Seal, a new car I've never driven before, the cheaper alternative sitting at approximately £50,000 and running around 500 brake horsepower. This doesn't shy away from keeping up with the big boys on this lineup. I'm going to rate each car with a point system for different factors to see if they really can sway my mind away from my perfect car. Let's start the video with the Lotus Electra R. I think it looks cool. I would personally put a body kit on it, bigger wheels, but that's me. I do like the color. The fact that it's dripped in carbon. It's even got carbon wheels, carbon everywhere. And as I said, it is fully loaded. The wing mirrors, they look really cool. I do like the design. It does look like it's got a big BBL on the back. You've got cameras everywhere. This has a futuristic look, comfortable 2 seats in the front as well as the back, a luxury looking dash, and I instantly thought, it's just a really nice car. It's a really nice car. Now moving on to the second car, the Tesla Model S Plaid. It looks good, but is it wow? I think the lights are really nice. It's not over the top, it's not overly sporty, it's not overly wow. This is definitely a sleeper, and what I mean by that is, the car looks nice, but you'd have no idea how fast this actually is. But what are you buying this car for? Are you buying because it's a Tesla? Are you buying it because of the technology? Or are you buying the Plaid because it is so supersonically fast? Lovely white interior, but very plain, very basic. It's got no indicators. Everything is very plain, very basic. This doesn't have the yoke. So the yoke steering wheel is like the half steering wheel. It's an extra, so you can order it with it, order it without. It's obviously got the big iPad screen. The body styling on the car is nice. I know people do kits for these cars. I just think it's nice, it's efficient. Is this car more than just speed? And lastly, the BYD Seal, the cheaper car of the trio. My first impression of it, it actually looks really cool. The wheels are really nice. When you look at the front lights with the indicator, you've got this section here, which is actually really cool, the way it runs around. So it's got BYD Seal on the back and it says 3.8S. Now I've just been told that is the time it takes to do 0 to 62, 3.8 seconds. You just put the spec on the back of the car, yeah? Okay, but when you look at the car, I think it does look really cool. The way the rear lights run from one side all the way to the other, very Porsche-like. What does it for me about this car is the price point. The price point is around £48,000, which for this car, I think is great value. And when you look at the inside, it looks so luxurious. It looks so classy. The leather to me is like a Napa old school leather, but I've been told it's vegan. You've got all the luxuries that you would expect in a high-end car. Glass, gear stick. This car for here, I think, is incredible value for money. After each first impression of the cars, I'm going to give the Lotus an 8 out of 10 for looks. The Plaid gets a 5, and the BYD gets a 6. The Lotus, in my opinion, looks amazing. The Plaid, as much as it is so fast, feels very, very plain. And the BYD, I think actually still looks quite cool. It's got quite cool lights and the wheels. So that is why it gets the 6. Now let's move on to the feel of the car. I took each car out for a drive, so let's see what I thought.
Feels very comfortable. Just feel, the seats feel really nice. And I know they are quite sporty seats. So the pan roof doesn't open.
No, it doesn't open, but it does.
Can we clear it?
So that's gone fully that way.
Oh, so that's fully misted out now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the, now.
That's fully the other way, yeah?
Yeah.
It's very, very nice driving position. And I like the steering wheel as well. I like the steering wheel a lot. My initial, listen, I've been driving this 10 minutes. My initial thing is I really like it. I think it's really nice. I think it's comfortable. I think it looks good. Oh wow.
That's mad, isn't it?
Electric, isn't it? That electric instant power.
That's what I'm saying, like combustion engine, you just can't get that instant bang like.
What's insane, this is just 100 shy of my Revuelto in a 4x4.
But like I say, it's quite sedate now, isn't it? Like you would never expect to have that type of performance.
Nah, but it's nice to know you've got the power there. It's 150 grand when you think Lotus, you think that's a lot of money. But I'm sitting there thinking, actually, you know what? I can see it, I can feel it.
There's still that thinking of Lotus as the kit car brand. So like,
well, it was a James Bond car, wasn't it? Our generation was a James Bond car.
It's safe to say the Lotus is continuing to impress me the more I drive it. In comparison to my Urus, it holds its weight. It's obviously missing the noise factor and doesn't have the drama of the Lamborghini Urus, even though it is fast. But I kind of like it. But for now, let's move on to the next car.
Right, so we are in the Tesla Model S Plaid. I'm with Andres, my son, and we're going to go for a first drive. How do you put it into drive? Oh, it's here, I remember from the thing, there you go. You know, these cars are crazy, yeah?
They're quick.
And this is the Plaid, so this is like the daddy of all daddies.
So I put my foot down to get a feel of the speed.
Okay, that was interesting.
It's one of my first times in
when
a
I
Tesla.
put my foot down. Is it?
Pretty much, yeah.
When I put my foot down, I expected it to just pull off like mad.
Is there different modes? Sport mode or?
Have a look, see if there's any modes.
Straight away, this feels too much. The fact you can't just get in the car and drive, you have to spend time figuring out how to use the thing.
It's not doing what I thought it would do, so I'm trying to understand. So obviously, I've only had the car about 2 minutes, so we're still getting used to it. This is obviously in the most comfort of comfort mode. And don't get me wrong, it's still fast, but I'm obviously not in the right mode. There's obviously going to be another mode somewhere. I'll tell you what I've noticed, in fact, it sounds like there's rubbing coming from the front left. That's strange.
Yeah.
There it is. Wheels are too big for the car. I think you can hear the rubbing. But very, yeah, look again there, coming off there.
We haven't heard it on the right side yet though.
Quickly Google Tesla Model S Plaid and put how to put it in different modes. There we go. Oh my god, you have sport, so let's do sport. Oh my god. Okay, so that's sport. Okay, now we're talking, and let's go Plaid. Oh my god. Okay. Right, so the chill mode is proper chill mode, just drive it nicely. Sport mode is mad, and Plaid is
That's mental.
Is
That's
insane.
mental.
Is but now right, give me a little bit more.
That's a little bit of whiplash.
Bit of whiplash there.
Oh, that's the right side.
Listen.
Yeah, that's the right side.
Yeah, something's not right there. It shouldn't be rubbing like that.
It sounds like a spaceship because of the
that rubbing is yeah, that's not good, and that will eat up the tyres.
So after my first initial drive, I found that although it's comfortable, minus the rubbing on the tyres and insane speed, something just doesn't feel right. And if I was to drive this as a daily, I don't think I could do it.
That does give you a bit of a headache, doesn't it?
I feel like my brain is still trying to figure out what is happening due to the speed of the car. The amount of buttons on the screen, this will take a while to get used to. Now let's see what the BYD has to offer.
So, something that I've noticed straight away, the indicators are on the right, whereas usually they're on the left. and the windscreen wipers on the left when usually they're on the right. I don't know any other cars actually that have an indicator on the right side rather than the left. The seats are so comfortable, including the steering wheel, which I've just put my heated steering wheel on and my heated seats on. The seat shape is fantastic. Just give it a little bit of, okay, got a nice bit of speed as well. Nice little bit of acceleration. Of course, EVs are instant acceleration. This car's smooth, feels classy, and I think it actually looks really good. I think this could be the next cool thing to own, and it's not actually overpriced. I think for £50,000 or £48,000, I think it's good value. I think if you put a different badge on this, you're charging this at £80,000. I think only because people don't necessarily know this brand is why you can get a real deal on this car at the moment. So now I'm in sport mode. Oh wow, okay then.
Before you continue watching, I have to state, I did put my foot down. However, I was well below the speed limit and in full control of the car.
Fucking hell, man. Are you kidding me?
But sometimes you can't control what other drivers do on the road, and luckily no one was hurt and there was no damage to anyone's cars.
Pulled straight out in front of me. Well, at least I was testing the brakes. The brakes work, so we got good brakes. Win-win.
Could the car have helped me out more with safety features? Like, could it have beeped? Could it have broke for me? Could it have done something to warn me this was about to happen? I'd rather not test this out, but it would be good to know that the car will support me in an event of a real bad situation.
This doesn't feel like a 50 grand car. Not at all. It feels so much more expensive inside. Cars are not what they used to be back in the day, and they have changed a lot. But this is a full-on computer game now. And even when you accelerate, there's no sound, there's no noise, and it does take getting used to it. I've had one full EV in my time, and it was a Porsche Taycan Turbo S, and I never liked it. Never liked it. I think I'd done one charge and I sold it, and luckily I sold it because that just whoosh, bombed, depreciated massively.
So after my first drive in the BYD, I think for what you're getting at this price point, it doesn't sit far from the other electric cars. It's great value for money, and the drive is comfortable, and it packs enough punch for you to still have fun. Let's go to the leaderboard and see where we're at. The drives overall were good across the board. I'd give the Lotus an 8. The Tesla, I'm going to give it a 6. And the BYD, I think I'll give that a 7. Yes, it may not be as fast as the other two cars, but just feels comfortable, and I really enjoyed driving this car. Let's see what the tech has to offer in each car.
Because these are an option, these mirrors, so most of the time I'm driving with the conventional mirrors. Yeah. So then when I jump in the one with camera mirror, I'm still looking there. Yeah. And then I end up like looking over my shoulder.
How accurate are these wing mirrors on the doors with regards to how close a car is? Because you know, back in the day you used to put objects seem nearer than they maybe or seem further away. Is it accurate?
I'd say that looks a little bit closer. You can actually, if you double pinch like an iPhone screen, you can actually then move it around.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. And then oh look. Yeah. So that's okay. That's interesting. Oh, that's quite cool. Yeah, I bet when someone buys one of these cars, they spend hours just sitting in the car parked, working out how everything works.
That's exactly what happened later on in the day.
Features upon features. Just the menu, if you look at the menu, right? If you go here and you just go there, so you've got your like sub menu there, you go to your settings. You've got your driver modes here, so you can like different drive modes. So that's Tour, Sport, like the car, and obviously the lumbar support on your back and everything else. You can go to Track, so you've got your different road heights here. There's all your safety features. This is what I'm talking about. So you've got the lane keep assist, you've got the automatic speed limit alarm. Speed limit alarm, it even says you've got fatigue detection, so it feels like you're tired. Sound system's incredible. Fair play for the sound system. Really, really great. But the features, the graphics, the way it looks, features upon features.
It seems like EV cars are always packed with features, and I wonder if this is a good thing as a petrol head. Do you really want to be constantly looking at the screen in the car? Is this the way cars are heading? Anyways, let's move on to the Tesla and see what it's got to offer.
Tap that on the side of the door panel, you'll open it, but otherwise, it is the phone that actually unlocks. So when you're in proximity, these will automatically unlock whenever your phone is nearby, and whenever the phone walks away, it'll automatically lock.
And the features didn't stop there. Tesla gave me an extra that might just be the icing on the cake.
Let me see. But there's no tolls in the UK. I would have been like something to do. No, but
M6?
I don't even know what I'm thinking. Is it for that? Is that what it's for, really?
Whether you go into a drive-through, something like that, it's a fun little joke that we've added.
Okay, so you lean across. And this is how you get your McDonald's, yeah?
Other brands are available.
And if you want to feel generous and be nice, you can go around picking up dirt off the floor.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, thanks for that.
I jumped in the car with Elliot, one of my media team, and we discussed the Tesla.
But is there more to this car than just speed? The inside is a little bit plain, but I don't like too much things inside. However, the fact that everything's on the screen, you've got to find everything, you've got to go through a different menu and stuff, it is a bit... There's a lot going on. It's like a phone now, where you've got so much going on the phone, and
If you are a tech guy,
you're
loving that.
Yeah. If this Tesla didn't have the speed, would it
appeal to you?
Would it appeal to the majority of people? I know obviously you have the Tesla Model 3s, you have the X's, you have the Y's now.
What would you do to make this more appealing to maybe motorheads?
I think this is a great family car. I don't think it needs to be the Plaid, because the Plaid is the all singing, all dancing, all the ultimate madness.
I feel like there's a stigma of electric cars.
Yeah.
Like, we just don't like them. So even if they made one that looked really good, it would still be like, oh, it's an electric.
If I had a choice between this, the Electra R, and the Seal, the BYD Seal, granted the BYD Seal's around 40 to 50 grand, this is 100 grand, and the Extra Large like 150,000. So you've got 50 grand differences all the way up, whereas Electra R is 900 brake, this is 1,020 brake, and the Seal's, I don't know what that is, it's obviously a lot less. What are you buying the car for? For looks, for speed, for drama?
And that's the question. When buying an electric car, what is it you're buying it for? The logical answer, if it's a Tesla, you're buying it because it's the fastest, and as a petrol head, you can relate. But in this case, to live with it day in, day out, I think speed doesn't matter. Anyways, let's have a look at the BYD Seal.
Right, so let's jump in this car. It's pouring down with rain. Start button. Got this glass. Oh, look at that. It is cold out there, so heated steering wheel's already on. Let's put the heated seat on at 1. Okay. So then you have these sort of features, obviously. This is really cool. Push this. Just gotta love it. Got to love it. Hi BYD, open driver's window. So I'm not touching it.
I like how the screen is so responsive. The 360 cam is very cool. And the best feature, in my opinion, is the fact that you can make the car invisible so you can see the road beneath you. So I think the cars have got very similar tech, and they all do the same thing. For the Lotus, I'll rate this at 8, as I found this the easiest to use. The Tesla seemed to be so confusing, but it probably needs more time for me to play around with it, so I'd rate that a 7. And the BYD, I'd probably give that a 7 as well. I'm leaning towards the Lotus because I think it's the easiest to use out the 3. However, I'm sure my mind can change the more I get used to it. I thought I'd take some family and friends along this journey to help me decide on a new EV car, starting with the Lotus.
I'm on the way, I'm picking up Daniel now, shout Asheville. He doesn't know about this car, doesn't know anything about this car, and he definitely doesn't know how fast it is. When he gets in it, I think he's gonna be shocked. So I'm gonna pull out slow, and then I'm just gonna nail it. I can't wait to see what happens. Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Danny.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. Why are we talking like that?
Do we, what do you think of this car?
But when I walked up to it, I thought, hold on a minute. And then when I got in and I saw the colours, I thought...
Oh yeah, your colours as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's black and yellow. It's just a bit weird when I don't hear it making any noise.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's full electric, full EV. The issue is with this car, it's the electric. It's a bit slow. That's the only problem.
Slow?
Yeah, they're not as fast as I'd hope they'd be. But it's like...
It was at this moment that he knew.
My road isn't so... Oh no, and I hate it when you do that. No, stop.
Mate, how quick is this?
It's well fast.
It's 900 brake horsepower.
Why did you say it wasn't fast?
Because I wanted to do that to see what you would do.
Stop doing that. I'm not a car guy, but I think this is cool.
Up next in this car is my daughter. who had some strong opinions.
You ready?
Yeah.
Do you like this car?
No.
No.
Because I like pink car.
You like pink cars?
Cause we got
Yeah.
Is that fast?
Yeah, but you can't go fast.
We can't go fast. Do we like to have noise or do we want it quiet?
I want it noisy.
Noisy, like the exhaust.
Yes.
It's safe to say my daughter didn't like the Lotus, mainly because it wasn't pink, but I'm sure the boys at Urban Automotive will see past this.
I haven't bought into the whole electric bit.
It's nice inside, though, isn't it?
Thank you. Bro, it's beautiful.
Oh, I feel sick.
Now.
It's 900 brake horsepower.
The tyres couldn't keep up then.
Oh, I just heard the
You had a little
wheels
bit of...
just
You feel a bit of...
disappear.
Don't do that again without warning, because I genuinely will be sick. I've literally just had my lunch.
I'd have an RS6 over this.
Yeah, that's enough on an Urban RS6.
I don't think I would.
Really?
I think I'd have this.
Yeah, but everything's touchscreen. Why does it have to be touchscreen? Why can't it be like a little...
Little-
Look, you're having to go through settings, taking your eyes off the road
Right.
to cool me down.
My Golf.
Look, look.
Done.
Not quite sold on the looks yet. It looks like a little bit like a...
It needs an urban
It
kit.
looks like an Urus off of Wish, right? Maybe that's the colour. I don't know, maybe I'd have to live with it for a little bit. Best electric car I've been in.
There you go.
But it doesn't look as good as a Porsche Taycan or a e-tron GT.
It's safe to say Lenny and John were yet to be converted. Let's see if Mark McCann was a fan.
Do you like it?
Absolutely beautiful.
It's great.
Very technologically advanced, isn't it? Lovely colour as well.
Mate, it's beautiful. I'm probably sure I'm such a fan of this. I'm such a fan of it. If I didn't have an Urus, I would be really tempted to have one of these, Mark. Look, have a look, have a sit inside.
Hey, listen, I might get cancelled for sitting in this, bro. The interior colour coding ain't the one. Do you know what? In the back, it's a movie. The front looks sick. I'll give you that. It looks like someone took a picture of Urus and said, jumble it around a little bit and make it cool. It still looks nice. Who's on the pilot? Here. That's not the one, I can't lie.
Okay.
That ain't the view. That ain't the view.
In the back?
It's Urus again, isn't it? It's Urus. Here, this is a sick angle. This looks a little bit Black Cabby. Do you know what it says if you're busy or not? Cars like this, being so cool, funky, futuristic and fast.
Don't we want that?
They're an attack
listen,
on my...
don't get me wrong, I still want
you know what I mean?
I still want V12, V10, we have to go V8, okay. But I do like sounds.
The more we hype these cars up,
The more we embrace.
the more we embrace it, the more people want them, the more we lose our souls.
Our heritage.
Yes. We have to be careful. We have to be careful.
We have to find a balance.
Yes, we have to. And don't get me wrong, there is a balance, and I think there's a place for electric cars, but there's definitely a place for ICE, internal combustion engine alongside. You don't have to get rid of one to have the other.
I agree. I agree with that. Have both.
And Jamie was right, but the fun doesn't end there. I took Andrew, YK Sparks and Elliot out in the Tesla to see what they thought.
Okay. First things first, the steering wheel's on the wrong side.
Yeah, what do we think?
Nice.
Lovely interior.
Yeah, we like this.
Yeah, couldn't have kids with this car.
You can have kids with this car.
Does it not make any noise?
No, it's electric. So now we're in plaid mode.
Oh! Felt like a little bit of whiplash.
See the difference?
That is good, isn't it?
You're supposed to be driving, but there's so many things going on.
Tap to park. Let's park up.
No, stop. What are you doing, you idiot?
Oh my god. Wow, that acceleration.
How crazy is that?
That's insane, man.
This, I'm sorry to say, batters the Revuelto. I'm sorry to myself. It's like...
You can't look. If I tried to move forward by your accelerator, I physically couldn't. So you've got one button, it's the hazard lights.
Don't do that.
Why?
Because the cars...
It doesn't work. Oh, it does work.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Lastly, I took Mark out for a drive in the BYD Seal for his quick opinion.
Inside looks modern.
Look at this, watch this.
Sick. The stitching looks like Mercedes, the S-Class.
Yeah, I thought Bentley, like Bentley Mulliner style. When you look at this car and you see it's got incredible technology, yeah, like mad technology, where would you think this would be price-wise?
90 grand.
90 grand. I think this one, yeah, and this is loaded,
Yeah.
I think it's around 48,000. Not cheap,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's really good price for this.
I think it's good value.
Yeah, it's got speed as well.
To finish off the leaderboard, I needed to see what it was like to charge each car.
My concern is the charge because I'm used to just jumping in my car whenever I want, and if I need to stop at a petrol station, I'll stop at a petrol station. Well, it's showing I've got 19% charge, so we're going to stop now and charge it. So I'm going to get to see how you charge this, see how long we're charging it for.
We parked it up, the Lotus rep showed me how to charge, and off we go.
So it's communicating with the car. Yeah, it started. So it started charging. So on the screen here, it'll show you how fast the charge is going in.
475 miles per hour.
So you'd think after that demonstration, I'd have absolutely no problems charging the car. But a couple of nights later, I pulled into a charging station thinking, I've got this. However, problem number one, I was too far away.
Okay. Get the charger. Don't reach.
And then problem number two.
Get this. Okay, so do we have different cables? Is that what it is? Do we have different cables? Let's have a look at this one. Okay. Alright, there we go. This one works in here. Okay, so we're good. We're good. I don't know how quick it's charging. Is this must be a slow, yeah, this is a slow charge. This ain't one of the fast ones. Okay. So you can see there, it's charging. Granted, if you have one of these at your house, then you're not having to do this, you just go home. I've been here, what, 15 minutes? So I'm at 58%. I'll let it go to 60%, I think, and then I will unplug. It's not too bad. I don't even know what it's charged me, so it'll be interesting to see what it charges me. Just stop it. Okay. We don't unplug. It's telling me to unplug. Hold this. Oh, there we go. Just looks great.
I'll be honest, I didn't have much luck with the Tesla either.
Push it. There you go. Oh, well done. Is it charging? Oh, look, we can look in the car. If we look in the car, let's open the door. Look, it's there, it's charging. Here we go, start charging.
It's not moving.
It's showing 18%. Cancel charging, so we're charging. Right, I think we're charging, Lily. Starting to charge. Yeah. Lee, I don't know what's going on.
Oh. What? It's not going charge?
I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's charging yet. Oh no, what are we going to do? We can just leave the car here and we should just walk. Alright, so I'm hoping it's going to charge itself.
I don't think it's charging.
No? So I'll ask this Tesla guy over there. The fact of the matter is the charge rate is not moving.
But I don't think it's working.
It's not working. So I'm in the car, it's showing 18% charge, it's saying cancel charging, it's saying starting to charge, charging stopped. Is it charging or is it not charging? What's going on? The thing is, you've got no reader, you haven't got anything here securely in, and it's flashing, so I assume it is charging. What I'm waiting to see is if it goes above 18%, because then I know it's definitely charging. Let's look at the app. Let's look at the app. The app is telling me that it is charging, but it's not giving any levels or anything.
So we went to eat, came back a little while after and tried a different technique.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to change my parking spot. So let's see now. Goes in, starting to charge. How long should it take to start charging? There you go, look. So it's obviously the charging station that I was using. So it's now working.
Oh yeah.
There you go, it's already gone up 19%. It's got games here. Do you want to play a game?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Do they have games?
They have games.
I want to play that game. Yes.
Steer left and right. So, oh, the steering wheel does it, Lee. The steering wheel does it. So, do you want to sit on my bar? Go, turn the wheel, turn the wheel. Look, so it's the steering wheel that turns it. Turn the wheel.
This is not really good. got it! Got one! Yes! Thanks. Oh, yeah.
10. Wow, it's quick. Look, 25%. We ain't been here long. It's charging quite quickly.
It's nice that my daughter could enjoy herself while I had the task of charging the car.
In front of the 2, put it above the 2. Touch one of the things and see wherever it's green you can move it to. So move it where it's green. Okay. Alright, I'm done. Okay, I'm gonna take it off charge now. It's done 34%, so we have 18, so it's nearly doubled the charge that we had, which it is quick, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this.
So when it came to the BYD, I thought at this stage, I would just ask a professional for help.
Luckily for me, a plug-in are next door to me. Right, so what charger have we got here?
So we've got an Ohmi.
What does this mean?
It's an Ohmi e-pod.
Yeah.
It's the untethered version of the Ohmi. It's a 7.4 kilowatt charger.
Right, is that like a fast charge?
It's for a domestic household. It's not going to be as fast as like a petrol station charge.
Okay.
But it's gonna get you a full charge, maybe 5 hours, 4.5 hours.
And what would a full charge usually cost by doing it with one of these?
If you have some good tariffs at home, I reckon between £5 and £10.
Really? But when I'm charging at South Mims, it'll cost me like £40–50.
So it's better to have a domestic home charger installed at home.
Okay, so I've got 2. What have I got 2?
So this one here is for supercharge.
Yeah.
If you plug that bottom one in, it comes a bigger one. That means it's supercharged, and this one's just a Type 2 lead.
Okay. So I assume it'll be in the boots, unlike the Tesla, it's in the front. Okay, cool.
This one's a 3-pin plug. So if you're ever not near a charger, you can charge it from a normal domestic household.
Okay, and you do it from your house. And does that cost a lot more money? I assume it does.
Yeah, because you're not using the off-peak tariffs. So you're using this any time in the day. So
Okay.
it charges slower. It charges much slower. So that would take about 12–15 hours to charge.
Right.
And if you have a look here, this should be your Type 2 to Type 2 lead.
Okay.
So this lead will go into, this side of the lead will go into the car here.
Right.
And then the other side of the lead will go straight into the...
Okay, so right, and that's it. Am I straight charging now?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look. So this will tell me now on here. Right, so exactly what you said, it's 5 hours and 40 minutes to charge this.
That's your speed, so it's charging at 5.9 kilowatts.
What does smart charging mean?
You can get tariffs online.
Yeah.
Where, you get a cheaper EV tariff between the hours of 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. for example, or 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., whatever it is.
Okay.
You set the car to only start charging through those hours, so you capitalise on the cheap energy rates.
Okay, that's quite cool. Right, so we've charged the car, it's all good. Handy for me. If I've got an EV car, I can just come here. Nice and easy, innit? Just charge it here every day.
After that experience of charging all the cars, I'm going to have to give it a 0 across the board. I don't like having to sit in the car and wait, and that is one thing that will take time to adjust to as a petrol head. And I don't think I'm quite ready to get the plug installed at my house just yet. Overall, the Lotus takes top spot, followed by the BYD Seal and then the Tesla Plaid. I'm still open to looking at other electric cars, and next time I will show you when I went to see the Theory 1 concept car by Lotus, which absolutely blew my mind.
In conclusion, let's not look at it as electric cars versus petrol cars. Let's look at it as in cars that are reimagined. Do we need a load of buttons on the dash? Does the key have to be key-shaped? Do wing mirrors have to be made of glass? Who made the rules, and are we stuck in the past if we follow them? As someone who's driven a lot of cars, I'll leave you with this. Don't knock it until you tried it.